What's up guys, and welcome to a new video here on Patreon. Today I'll be teaching you guys how to make these very high quality textures inside of Blender. And yeah, a lot of people don't seem to know how to use them, so yeah. Let's get into it. So I'm thinking we're gonna make this very high quality looking mud tracks texture. So I'm gonna head over into Quixel Bridge. If you aren't using Quixel Bridge, you're seriously missing out on some pretty great stuff, because this is all free and you have access to a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna search for mud tire tracks, and yeah, I'll take this one. So what you're gonna do is select it, yeah, and you're gonna make sure you get the albedo, bump, displacement, and roughness. So once you have that, you're gonna hit download. I've already downloaded this, so I'm just gonna click re-download, so it will start processing here, and this will download to your specific folder. So once it's done, now it's done. So I'm gonna head over to the export settings, and I'm gonna export this to there's a great tutorial on here. If you click the global export settings, no, maybe it's not that one. Here, if you click the little question mark thing, you'll get a tutorial video on how to install the Quixel Bridge plugin. But yeah, I think you already have Quixel Bridge. Anyways, you're gonna hit export, and it's just gonna make sure Blender is open, by the way. So this is gonna start exporting, and you can just head on over to Blender, and it should yeah, exported successfully. So now this will just be in your Blender files. So I'm just gonna make a new plane. I'm gonna scale this up to 10. So if we check the materials tab here, you can just click this, and the mud tracks should be working now. So if you just click the texture thingy, and let's head up on over to the shader editor. Okay, so I'm gonna select this texture here so we can see a little better what we're doing. So if we head on over to the render settings, render tab, oh, it didn't connect the displacement. That's weird. Okay, so you can see this looks quite flat and boring, so that's because there isn't any displacement going. So to fix that, we're gonna have to use a displacement node. So I'm going to duplicate this one and hit the open thing. So you should be taken to the specific folder where these guys have been downloaded. So you can also see, if you check the displacement download, this should download as well. So I'm just gonna hit open image. So now we have a displacement map right here. So what I'm gonna do is add a displacement node, just like that, and connect the displacement and connect this into the height. So first you can see this looks not very good still. Like there's some displacement, but because this has no subdivisions at all, it doesn't really do that much. So to fix that, we're gonna select the experimental thing here, and we're gonna add a camera. I think this only works if you have a camera. I don't know, maybe not. Control-Alt-0 to kind of position it. So what we're gonna do now is head on over to the plane settings here and add a modifier. So we're gonna add the subdivision surface modifier and click simple. And because we added the experimental feature set, we can also see this adaptive subdivision thing. If you haven't enabled that, it doesn't work. So yeah, experimental, and we're gonna click adaptive subdivision. Okay, so we can still see that nothing's working, and that's because if you go down here into the settings, we can change the displacement to displacement and bump, and now you can see a lot of things start happening. So right off the bat we can see that this is way too much, so we're gonna bring down the scale to like 0.1 0.1 or 0.2 maybe. Yeah, just like that. And we can also bring down the mid-level here. Yeah. We can connect these guys if we want to loop this later, make it like bigger. You can, if you want to make this larger, you can select these and just scale them. Well, I don't know, don't do that. Okay, so yeah, check it out. We have a pretty epic rune here that looks super super nice. So if we let it render here, yeah, that's basically what you have to do to get juicy. Oh yeah, also in the subdivisions tab, you can bring the viewport thing down to 1, and that will make the subdivisions as high as it will be in the final render. I used to have that setting on because it's a little easier to see how it's gonna look in the final render. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and yeah, bye bye.